Hi friends, Suzanne here. Welcome to another Fabricate Friday video on my YouTube channel and blog. This is coming out a day late, and it's just because I had these little projects I wanted to share with you, and then I wanted to create another video because I missed last week, but I missed last week on purpose so that I can create two videos for you, how to make these absolutely cute advent calendar boxes, and then this is a different size. So this is how this advent calendar works. You put your goodies in the underneath and then you can close it up. So I kept the designs decently simple so that you could recreate them very, 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 very easily. Advent usually starts on the 1st of December and goes to the 25th. So you would have to make 25 little boxes. And that being said, I will get to sharing how to make this particular cute little box. And in the next video, you will see how to create this cute little box. Okay, so we have a piece of cardstock. This happens to be Smoky Slate, one of my favorite neutrals. This Smoky Slate is sized at 9.5 by 7. And on the long side, we are going to score at 2 1/4, at 4 1/2, 6 3/4, and 9. Then we're going to flip it around, and then we're going to score at 1/2, at 2, 4 1/4, and 6 1/2. Okay, so we're going to fold and burnish all of our score lines. Let's start there. All right, you're going to see two rectangles really that are the same size. This is the body of the house. This is the bottom of the house. So this is the roof of the house. We are going to score some more lines. And what we're only going to do though is we're going to score them on every second rectangle here. So we have to find the center of the rectangle. So if this is 2 1/4, we need to find the 1 1/8 mark, and I'm just going to mark that there. And then I'm going to do the same here. Here's 2 1/4, so I'm going to go 1 1/8. And then I'm going down 1/2 inch from this score line. So I'm going to set the 1/2 inch mark on my score line, and then I'm just going to draw down to the center. And then I will do the same here. All right, so now I'm going to take from that pencil mark to this intersecting line here. We're going to score there. I'm doing this before it's all cut because I think it's easier to manage. All right, so from this intersecting line to the bottom of that pencil mark. And don't worry, that pencil mark, we're going to cut it off. So this is the pitch of the roof, really. So again, and I'm just using my stylus. You can use, if you don't have a stylus, you can easily use a bone folder like this. So if you only had your trimmer to be able to do this, that's how you do that. All right, so now I'm going to cut down on all of my score lines. We're going to remove some stuff, and it's going to be amazing. Okay, so I'm cutting first here. This is the tab that glues the entire house together. I'm going to remove this side completely. And then we're going to go up on all the score lines. 2 of these rectangles are going to be the flaps that hold your goodie in, and one of them will be the closure, and we're going to remove one. We'll just work that out later. All right, so we're going to cut up this line here. Get rid of that, we don't need it. I'm going to cut right down here so that I'm cutting right down to that tip of that peak that we just made. I am going to remove the score line here. I should have done that first. So now what you're going to do is, I just used the line itself, and I'm going to sort of cut a V. This is not, you don't have to be perfect on this. I just found that that worked. So it's easy to remember. Think about this. You've got to make 25 of them. So you want them to be easy. All right, I will cut the lip off. It's a little bit of cutting, but it's not too badly. All right, so we're going to do the same thing with this one. Cut down the pencil line. You're going to line your shear up to the score line, or that point, and then the same here. Okay, easy. So now there's a few more things that we have to remove. So if I make this the back of the box, so this piece here is the back of the box, then and it really doesn't matter, we just need to make sure that we take off one of these. This little rectangle does not matter. We need to keep one of them, however. And then, so if this is the back of the box, this will be the front. So I'm making this one the front. So these two, I'm just going to cut off and make like the tabs for the inside to hold the goodies together. And we're going to wedge out on them. And then this one, I'm going to completely remove. So wedging out ever so slightly. You want these to be decently snug. All right, and then just a little snippet here and a snippet there. Okay, so I'm going to, you can take a screenshot if you want. Now for the adhesive. I am using Seal Plus. I'm going to take my adhesive. I'm not going to push too much, and I'm going to rock. So I find that it doesn't rip the paper much. Okay, so we're putting adhesive on here, that little tab. We're also going to put adhesive on these flaps here. I'm going to show you what, because I'm going to, these are the ones that we created ourselves. So I'm going to put adhesive along here and along here. So again, I'm going to try light-handed approach, rocking, gently trying to encourage the adhesive out. I don't know why, but it seems to like to tear this particular paper, smoky slate. So that's this is my trick. I just put it gently on the project, roll it to advance it, put it gently on the project, and kind of just roll it until it doesn't remove my card. Almost got me there. Okay. And one more. We're going to put adhesive along this little tab. Huzzah! Okay. We're going to put the box together first. So make sure you're not sticking yourself. Fold it in half. There we go. I'm going to put the box together because it will help with sturdiness. Okay, so now we're going to fold in and we're just going to do one roof. We're going to do the tabbed roof first. So we're folding this down. We're going to bring the scored edge up to the free edge. Just like that. Get in there and give it a press. You do not want any overhang, so we want to make it flush. Just like that. Okay, so now we're going to bring these two pieces in and we're going to fold down this flap. It may or may not stick to your adhesive, and that's okay. But it does give a nice, smooth place for the roof to be held down. Now, if you wanted to open, and you can get your bone folder in here to run along those adhesive bits. Right on. Look at you. You just made a little housey box. Woohoo! Huzzah! Okay, that's my new cheer. I watched Catherine the Great and I picked up the huzzah that they do. All right, the designer series paper is 2 1/4 by 2. So if it's 2 1/4 this way and 2 inches this way. It will hang over. So I gave you directions if you had, because this pattern doesn't go this way, and I wanted the roof pieces to go down like that. If you had a full piece that is not directional, it's just 2 1/4 by 4. So hopefully that makes sense. So the width of the house is 2 1/4, and then depending on if you have a directional paper, you will want to make it either 2 inches or 4 inches. All right, so, and it's very easy for me. I'm just holding here, and then when the paper goes in, my fingers can kind of make sure that it's nice and even. It's like my little fingers are a guide. Haha, see, one part of the roof is on. This is so simple. Like, I feel like a lot of people will be able to make these really quickly. There you go. So I did want the back of the box, or the back of the house, to open. So that's the back, so this is the front. This is using the circle here, the Tasteful Label dies, the large option. I don't know if you can see that or if that's a glare. And then the Playful Alphabet dies, you can see I'm using here number 3. And what I ended up doing, because those adhesive sheets, they're about this big, they're like dimensional adhesives. I took off the release paper. I put like just white paper, so basic white paper over one side. So that basically, okay, this is how it goes. You have a release paper here. I can put number 3 in the center. Get my fingernails out of the way. Hopefully that was perfect. No, it's a little off. Doesn't matter. And so for this one, I think I'm going to use Flirty Flamingo for this color because that's how I'm just going to color the 3 here. Whoops. And of course, you could color your house or your number any color you want to. I like it to coordinate with the roof. I have a little trick because I went over because I wasn't careful. So I have a jelly roll number 10. This happens to be a white pigment, and because I made a little mistake there, I'm just going to take my jelly roll and just color over it so you don't see my little mistake. There. I have a lot of art supplies from like the art store. We have an amazing art store here in Kelowna called Opus, and I get a lot of my art supplies from there. All right, so I just put my favorite adhesive, and there's my number 3. So far I've got 3 little homes. Oh my gosh, are they so cute, you guys? I'm building a little town of amazing paper little boxes. So cute. If you would like to see how to make this box for your little town, that'll be in the next video. So you can see all the supplies I used today listed below in the video's See More section or in the supplies section of my blog. And those fast links are going to take you to my Canadian online store. I would love the chance to meet you and earn your business. Thanks so much for watching, and bye for now.